Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium. But this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the ground, this is Jackson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Rivers from the gun on third down. Breaking the tackle, Gates. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Carr to throw on second down. And Cook has it left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Torrey Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously, the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. So it'll be first down here after the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So the D-line's going to spread out. 3rd and long for Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw is Rivers. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Torrey Smith, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. On play action, it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both. Down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. On the run, this is Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run it with Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on third down. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Rivers now. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here to his running back, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And again this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Carr now to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, here's Carr. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Coleman as time expires in the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers shakes off the sack. The open man is Smith. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Gordon on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Detroit! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the 11 tie us at 24 all. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
On 2nd down, Washington. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw his Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And that's hooking, and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Right side catch. This is Gates. He got 29 yards that time.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Rivers now on second down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play action. Now it's Carr. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Carr going to throw. Staying on his feet. And fights through one man. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're able to on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit. But I just can't.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins through. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And nothing but daylight ahead. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. is going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also